You've seen these guys do it, but have you ever wondered how do they do it? Well, today we are answering that question with the one and the only how do they do it. These guys were pretty secretive about their process, but we managed to get some info out of them. These tortilla chips are made fresh daily in small batches for optimal crunchiness. That makes sense. We've all had those stale, hard tortilla chips that literally feel like you're biting into a piece of cardboard. And I think we can all agree there's nothing worse than a soggy chip. So to ensure their chips stay crispy and yummy, they make them fresh. But how exactly do they make them fresh and still keep up with demand? Well, their secret lies within this big guy right here. This is the industrial tortilla press machine. This bad boy can produce 200 pounds of tortillas per hour. And even though they make their chips fresh daily, they don't actually make the tortillas from scratch. Instead, they get the dough from a supplier who makes it specifically for them. The supplier sends over the dough, which they then put into the tortilla press machine. The machine then presses the dough into these thin, crispy sheets. After that, it's on to cutting, frying, and seasoning. Those of you who have taken a Spanish class may already know what happens next. Say llama quarter. It's time to cut the tortilla into triangles. Now this part of the process is completely done by hand. Someone actually sits there and cuts the tortilla into little pieces. And from what I've heard, it takes quite a bit of skill to be able to cut the tortilla evenly and in the right shapes. After cutting, the tortilla goes straight into the fryer. They fry the chips twice. The first fry is to get them crispy, and the second fry is to make sure they are extra crispy. We all know chips are usually served with a cold, creamy dip, so they need to be able to hold up. The chips come out of the fryer looking pretty plain. So that's where the magic seasoning comes in. This is the seasoning machine. The chips go through this before they get packaged. And this machine throws on the special blend of salt and other seasonings that give the chips their signature flavor. Once they're seasoned, they get packaged and sent out to the restaurants. And the whole process starts over again. They say they use only the highest quality ingredients, and that includes the oil they use to fry the chips. They won't tell me which oil they use, but it is a neutral oil with a high smoke point like canola or rice oil. They also say they don't add anything artificial to their chips. All the color you see is natural, and even the tortilla dough itself is colored naturally with the juice from the beets. Their guacamole is made fresh daily, and they only use ripe, fresh avocados. They get their tomatoes from a local farm stand, and they get their onions and cilantro from a local Hispanic market. They won't tell us the name of the market, but it's probably this one. And lastly, their beans are cooked in-house. They told us they soak the beans overnight and then cook them for hours until they are super soft. Then they mash them up and season them with salt and pepper. If you want to try their chips and guac, you'll have to head over to one of their locations. They're not available for delivery because they would get soggy. Also, their chips are never served in a bag. If you order guac and chips, the chips will come out in a bowl. Even if you're doing takeout, they will put the chips in a bowl instead of a bag. This was really fun to put together. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time. Oh yeah,